Welcome to the Beyond Sober podcast, where transformation begins and recovery is redefined. Featuring your host, Kohdi, your favorite ex-alcoholic, liver failure survivor, and dedicated recovery coach. Here, we don't just focus on sobriety, we focus on true recovery, helping you to rediscover yourself beyond the clutches of toxicity. Join our community, embrace the change, and let's redefine your life together. This is Life Beyond Sobriety.
Ding dong, bebop, TikTok, what you got going down, dude? What are you doing? What day is it today? Is it Friday? It is Friday, man. It's been a little while. We got a storm showing up right now, man. It is like, it's starting to get dark. We did this super cool turtle trot thing today with the girls, and they ran around a bunch of laps at the school. It was super duper duper sick. Real quick before I get into all the goodness, man, letting you guys know what's been going down. If you do not have any idea what Beyond Sober is, it is the space beyond just not drinking alcohol. I'm the creator of one of the most powerful and transformative programs called the Beyond Sober program. BeyondSober.org. That's how I'm connecting with thousands and thousands of people. I'm constantly responding to messages. Day 40 is fuck. And I'm your biggest fan, man. I am out here to shift your perspectives, right? Shift your perspectives so you can see yourself, you can see your successes, you can see your future in a more progressive, more expansive, more curious way. So you're actually excited, not just about not drinking alcohol, but about who you're becoming. I don't care if you drink. I literally could care less if you drink alcohol, but I do care if you care about yourself. I do care if you matter to you. And the point of this is the more we care about ourselves, the less poison, the less toxins we're gonna consume, the less donuts we're gonna eat, the less processed foods, the less shitty people we're gonna hang out with. All of those things directly contribute to how we feel. So if we're making healthy, conscious decisions like drinking just a little bit more water, we are ultimately going to have a brain and a body and an environment that we actually enjoy, dude. Remember, life isn't happening outside of us. It is us. We are what we are experiencing at all moments. We've never experienced anything that isn't us. It may have been influenced by something, but your experience happened on the inside, man. Josh Block has agreed to go to rehab. No way, dude. I saw a video of Josh, and he said that he was asking questions. He's like, if I go to rehab, does that mean I have to stop drinking? That is a massive, massive, massive question. And the reason why that is such an important question is not the question itself, but it is the perspective and the way he's viewing rehab. Now, there's a lot of people who simply are not ready to stop drinking alcohol. I meet them every single day. I met this amazing woman this morning at the school, and she has cancer. So alcohol causes cancer. Alcohol didn't cause her cancer, but it does cause breast cancer. So she had to stop drinking it. But for many, many years, she was drinking alcohol in an attempt to curb the symptoms of what the cancer was causing. So she wasn't ready to put the drink down because what she said today is it helped her feel better. I had to check her on that and said, hey girl, it didn't actually help you feel better. It just helped you ignore how bad you felt. And what's left is the illusion of peace, the illusion of joy, the illusion of pain-free, which is amazing. He agreed to go to outpatient rehab. Okay, that's incredible. So outpatient rehab, that's kind of like what Beyond Sober is. It's just any type of rehabilitation, social, physical, emotional, energetic, financial, any type of rehab, any type of rehabilitation, fixing what needs healing that is not directly associated with the hospital. This is a more of a holistic approach. Now, rehab could also be just like changing your diet. It could be going into a program like this. It could be going to AA. It could be going into smart recovery. It could be going to the gym. Outpatient, if there's nurses and doctors involved, that's a different type of circumstance. They'd rather be at home. They'd rather be comfortable. They'd rather be familiar. Now, Joshua, he's as far as I know, he's pretty autistic. He's very high on the scale. Plus, he's an actual alcoholic. You got to remember this, dude. You're not an alcoholic if you just drink a lot. You're not an alcoholic if you like alcohol a lot. You're not an alcoholic if you drink alcohol every day. If you drink it because you're sad, you drink it because you're bored, you got nothing to do. None of those things make you an alcoholic. You are only an actual alcoholic if you have a physical and mental dependency on it. You function better when you're drinking it, as in your body has literally started to assume that it's just as important as water and food, okay? So Josh has a dependency. Not only that, but he struggles with his autistic programming, for lack of better words, which makes living in society much more difficult. This world is not set up for those that think differently. This is why those with like ADHD, like myself, struggle following directions, doing all these things. Literally today, there's hundreds of people, hundreds of kids, all of their parents. There's a DJ out there. Guess who was dancing? Yeah, bro, it was me. There was too much energy out there, and I'm out there, dude. I got people recording me, dude. I'm not even doing backflips. I'm just dancing to Bruno Mars, dude. Whoever put this jam on, it's pumping. My point with this is the world wasn't necessarily set up for someone that's overstimulated. So Josh, he has some very interesting conditions that make alcohol more desirable because it will calm the perspectives in the symptoms that make life feel unmanageable. So the fact that he's like, hey, I got 2 questions, or I'm willing to go to rehab as long as I get to continue drinking later, that's a sign that he's afraid, doesn't have trust, isn't truly energetically ready to put down his coping and processing mechanism. Understand? I say this to go, alcoholism doesn't necessarily affect us to such a massive degree until we stop drinking. So listen to this. If Josh goes to rehab, all those thoughts that make him want to drink and all those feelings that he doesn't experience when he's under the influence, they all come back. That's very scary. Not only do they come back, but he has to deal with the underlying ailments, the underlying traumas, the underlying circumstances that happen prior to drinking, finding his processing mechanism, and the damage that he caused, thank you so much, while he was drinking. So this is where most people go, I'd rather be just miserable with my coping mechanism, I saw lightning, instead of absolutely miserable without my processing mechanism. Life is okay when I can pretend like it doesn't hurt. Life is okay if I can pretend that it doesn't hurt. Some of us have practiced enough behavior where we prefer the illusion over the reality. This is why recovery is so important. So important, Steph. When you, more lightning, heal your body, as in you move it more, you give it better food, thunder. You drink more water. You sleep a little bit more. You prioritize your mental and physical health. There is absolutely nothing that alcohol could possibly give you that you don't already have. If I meditate and I go for walks and I go to the gym, I'm usually relaxed. That is one less reason why I could be dependent on a poison. I practice thinking. I literally program my mind with healthy thoughts. So that's one less reason alcohol is going to help me ignore all those thoughts, even though I have ADHD. I practice eating healthy foods, so my body is naturally feeling good. Alcohol can't make me feel better. At this point, there is absolutely nothing that alcohol could possibly provide that I don't already have. This is why when we just take a break from alcohol, we go, ow, my side hurts, dude. Why does my side hurt, dude? The aftermath is wild. This thunder is getting crazy. The aftermath is wild. My side hurts, dude. My head hurts now. I'm a little bit more sad. My mood swings, dude. I'm not sleeping very well. I don't eat very much. Now I'm really paying attention to how round my face is. Did I really gain 30 pounds over the last year? Holy crap, dude. I don't even connect with those people anymore because I don't drink with them. And I don't even think I really like them because the only time we hung out is if we were drinking. I'm not doing that anymore. So all of the things that we were ignoring come back. And so this is, once again, why most people will just go, it's not that bad. I can deal with it. Nothing, one more beer, 2 more shots won't handle. It's okay. I'll just go do my thing and distract myself in a more constructive way than than to actually evolve and become someone that doesn't have those issues. It's so important for me to remember this. Gravity, this isn't all you got. This isn't it. I want you to look at yourself. You are what you deserve. I know that sounds harsh, but when I say, dude, you are exactly what you deserve, and that's upsetting, that means you have work to do. That means you're not putting your time and energy in things that make you feel deserving of health and happiness and peace and gratitude and abundance and all of those things. But if I say that and you're going, how dare you? That means you don't even agree with who you've become. It almost seems like I'm wishing pain upon you. Dude, you asked for it, you didn't change it, so you chose it. When we look at these circumstances and go, okay, I am everything I deserve, what am I doing? Am I still talking shit? Am I still hanging around the same people that don't make me feel good? Am I still associating with that family member that won't let go of the past? Am I still consuming all that crap? Am I still literally thinking all the same thoughts that make me feel like I'm not going anywhere? Am I still allowing all these shitty feelings that make me not want to get off the couch? Am I not moving my body at all? I'm not even one cartwheel? When was the last time you even tried to do a cartwheel? We get older because we stop playing. We feel like crap because we stop pretending like we're kids. I'm saying this to go, I was on the field today and I'm the only one dancing. I'm the only one out there going, dude, there's a fucking DJ, bro. Like, this is Bruno Mars. He's in debt, $50 million. But I love this song, dude. I used to dance, in the streets of Arizona on the way to the gym. Dude, I love this. Oh, funky, dude. People out here with their cameras. Oh my God, there's someone enjoying themselves. Yeah, dude, I practice joy. I practice happiness. We all have to do this. That's what we talk about here in the Beyond Sober program. Whether you're an active member or you just got the free guides, whatever, the point is that if you don't even pretend like you're happy, you're not even going to convince your brain that you're allowed to be happy without a toxin. Your brain just goes, where's the substance? Well, we're not drinking that anymore. Oh, so what you're saying is we can't be happy? Well, yeah. So if you pretend to do shit, you actually get out there. Dude, I grabbed a stick. I walked around the whole time with a little tiny stick, and I was like, Habakabula! And I was just Harry Pottering myself all through the school. And I'd look at the girl, and I was like, hey, go Habakabula, like Hermione. Like, I was just having fun. This isn't because I just stopped drinking alcohol. It's because I'm a silly bitch. I want to be weird. I'm not going to sit here like every other parent going, oh, I'll just watch my kid. I'm out here shuffling, dude. They're playing like party rock anthem and shit. And I'm out here like, I thought we were everyday shuffling. No, it's just me. This is absolute facts, dude. This happened earlier. And I use that as like, I'm not going to the gym today because my titties hurt. So I'm going to go dance with a bunch of kids, man. And we had a blast and I played with sticks and did all these things. And happiness looks weird to unhealthy people. Happiness looks like, why would you do that? Other people go like, hey, can you calm down? They even said, we can't take you anywhere. Hell no. Y'all motherfuckers been saying that to me since I was 14. You think, what are you talking about? This is how my brain works. And in no way am I going to get in my own way these days and go, nope, don't dance. They're gonna look at you. Bitch, I'm wearing a big Beyond Sober shirt. You better fucking look at me. This is what happy looks like. But keep in mind, I didn't do that for a majority of my life. And so I literally used to not be able to go to functions like that, literal schools, without taking a shot, without curbing my anxiety, without getting into the mode, without pretending like I'm not actually struggling. I never told anybody that I had anxiety when I was drinking, and that the main reason why I was, drinking was because of social anxiety. You're dancing around the question. Gravity, I want you to understand that your level of importance here is less than 0, bro. And unfortunately, I'm gravitating towards your comments. You're not special. You're not the one. But now that we're talking, and maybe perhaps one day kind of in one way or another, may I potentially look at something else that you've said, I may or may not decide to give you the attention that I've already wasted on you, bro. Like, you're here for what reason? You're either here to learn, here to grow, here to understand, here to change your goddamn perspectives, or be the exact example of who we don't want to be, dude. So you got a few more times, man. You got to keep in mind, my ADHD latches onto certain things. And the fact that you're getting my attention is ridiculous, dude. When you have time, please talk to me. I've been talking to you, bro. Are you not listening, dude? Holy crap. Now that I'm the real kind of happy, I'm afraid people look at me like I'm drinking when I act goofy. Yes, dude, Fallon, 100%. That is the point. I still go to bars, dude. I still go to events. We still do those things. Nobody there can tell that I'm not toasted. Because you gotta remember this. The way that I personally acted when I was drinking is this guy. I was silly. I was doing flips. I was doing handstands. I was like doing weird stuff with my hands. I was really animated. I'd like stare at you and I'm like, yeah, tell me more, bro. And I'd like really get into it. And I'm like, get in your space. And I'd like intentionally make you uncomfortable just because it was fun. So when I stopped drinking, I was like, I don't even feel comfortable doing that. So I have to practice doing that without relying on an actual toxin and a poison. So now I do that all the time. Even today, like my ADHD had me like step in front of this woman who was like on the track or whatever. And I was like, I like messed myself up. I was like, was I just rude? Was I rude? Like normally I'd say hi or at least like make eye contact. I didn't even say anything. I think I know her. Do I not recognize? Did I see her in the ice cream shop the other day? I think I did. I didn't say hi to her either. Do I recognize her kid? I kind of noticed her. Literally, this was eating at me while I was dancing. So I went over to her, I was like, hey, I walked by you earlier and I felt kind of rude. I didn't even acknowledge you. I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh, I didn't even know. I was like, see, it's all in my head, dude. It's just my ADHD going, you could have been better, bro. So I had to like truly wholeheartedly get that out of my system by going to this woman who I slightly recognize and apologize for something she didn't even know about. It's just all up here. But it was because of that exact circumstance, which is why I would normally go home and have a shot, or I would drink prior to getting there. So I felt like I was more of who I preferred to be. And I had less of a reason to overthink and do all those things. It's so uncomfortable being alone with your thoughts at first because you've lost your personality. Dude, Bethany, what a powerful statement. And you are absolutely correct. Alcohol is a personality. And I really want to like kind of embed this perspective for all of us because I was talking to a gentleman who's been drinking for over 50 years and he's been to AA and they straight up told him, you haven't deserved your seat here in AA. You haven't earned it. You don't deserve a seat in AA. What? What are you talking about? And then like in introduction, some woman like brought her kid into AA and she was like 16 and she shook hands with this gentleman and was like, hey, thank you for showing us what a real alcoholic looks like. What? What are you talking? Nobody in AA wants to go like, yeah, I'm an alcoholic. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Like, why would you do, like, that's acceptable behavior? So he's telling me all these like war stories over the like 30 years that he's been to AA and how all of those things have just like made him drink more. Now, here's the trip. Alcohol is a personality. And so when we stop drinking, we have to develop a personality that has nothing to do with alcohol. If you prefer to be silly, you got to start acting like that silly bitch you know you are with 2 shots of tequila. If you keep finding reasons that you don't have it or you're not capable of reaching it without a toxin, without a poison, without a carcinogen, then you're never going to feel like that silly bitch you know you actually are. If you are lacking confidence or you haven't stepped into the state of courage and you use alcohol as liquid courage, you better be going bungee jumping, boo-boo, because if you don't become that confident person without the poison, you're always going to think that you don't have what it takes. It's not true. There's not a single thing that alcohol provides us, including a personality, that we don't have access to when we're not drinking. We have to develop the personality that we preferred, and we have to disconnect from all those ailments that we did not prefer while we were drinking. We need to take the best of how alcohol helped us feel and apply that to our everyday life. That's because alcohol is a goddamn tool. It's a tool. This water is a tool until I throw it at your face. Now it's a weapon. How I drink this determines how healthy I am. If I'm sitting here just guzzling up, making a mess, dude, I'm ridiculous. It's water. Put it in your body. It is a tool until you use it inappropriately. Everything is. Even other people's attention is a tool until you use it inappropriately. But here's the trip. When we remove our personality, alcohol, we literally don't prefer, don't enjoy, don't like, don't want to get to know, are exhausted in even experiencing someone that we don't even like. Because think about this. If you don't like somebody and you're forced to stay in a room with them, how comfortable are you? When you're not drinking, you're stuck with the version of you that you don't prefer. You can't even get away. It's literally just you. You haven't developed an emotional entanglement with the perspectives and the ideologies and the beliefs and the realities of someone that doesn't drink. So there is this absolutely like horrendous, almost entrapment when you're not drinking and you're going, I cannot handle this. Just imagine. Your thoughts almost seem like they're coming from somebody else that you're trying to get away from. Because you'd never embark on a conversation with someone that wouldn't shut the fuck up like that. You just wouldn't. Why do you keep saying these things? Why are you saying all this negative stuff? Why are you making me remember all these things that I don't want to pay attention to? Why do you think I was drinking? Why do you think I was over there, dude? Because I didn't want to hear what you have to say, yet you won't shut up. God damn it, this sucks. That's why recovery is so important, okay? The time away from alcohol isn't what changes our personality. The time gives us an opportunity to put our energies into things that actually help us grow our mind state, our mindset, change our perspectives, right? Really develop and grow into someone that we enjoy hanging out with. Because think about this. Imagine if a majority of your time while you're not drinking is actually fueled with success and happiness and abundance and gratitude and peace and excitement. Every time you walk into a room, every time you look in the mirror, something or somebody is indicating or saying something nice, something you actually want to hear. What if every time you looked in the mirror, you're like, damn, I'm fucking killing it, dude. I'm killing it. You're gonna do better. Shifting your perspectives is literally the baseline of Beyond Sober. Because if we're sitting here going, all I want to do is just to get sober, that's easy, bro. You're just as successful as anybody else that got sober in 4 days. Put the drink down, wait 4 days, boom, you're sober. What's next? What else is on the agenda? Are you going to go back to school? Are you going to jump on a trampoline? Are you going to work on those fears? Are you going to, work on your job? Are you going to work on your relationship? What are you going to work on? You're working on something. You're working on destroying yourself with a toxin, literally overdose on it into the point of blackout. You're working on destroying yourself. So doesn't it make sense now that you're not drinking to work on designing yourself? To grow, to get better, to get healthier? That makes sense. That's our whole purpose in life, is literally to maintain a healthy homeostasis in our brain, body, soul, and environment. That's it. So we're not eating any extra chicken, dude? We're eating kibble again? That's bananas. In the worlds of Austin, do you want sobriety or happiness? Correct. So the trip with that, and I love Austin's, not perspectives, but realities, because the truth is the cure to all alcoholic behavior, all substance abuse, is happiness, happier. You don't have to be 100% happy, but you do have to be focused on and making decisions leading you towards a life that is a little bit happier. Here's the crazy part. The chair isn't happier. That table, not happier. Those trees, not happier because I'm not drinking. I'm either going to give myself permission to dance and be silly and do dumb shit and pretend like I'm a kid for no fucking reason and actually fuel my body with the opportunity of happiness, or I'm not. So sober guarantees nothing. Happiness guarantees everything. The literal cure is happiness. Happy people that drink water, that think nice thoughts, that practice saying nice things, that do healthy things, that are involved with healthy things. Don't go, you know what we should do? We should just like drink a bunch of gasoline. You know what would be fun? How about we shotgun this fucking poison? Happy people do not do that because they only allow things that add value, things that make them money, or things that make them feel successful. If it doesn't fit into those categories, we talk about this in Beyond Sober, literally module 1. If it doesn't make you happy, feel successful, or make you feel abundant, like you got everything you need, well, you don't do it. You just don't do it. And it comes out, even today, I debated having a Cinnabon. And the only reason I had it is because they're homemade. No, someone didn't just like put them in an oven. They made it from scratch. And I was like, I gotta try this homemade Cinnabon. Boom, way better than any Cinnabon I've ever had. But the point is that I was making a healthy, conscious decision because I don't want all those extra calories. They make me sluggish, and I'm gonna go to school today, and then I'm gonna be like tired. But it was homemade. It wasn't with all the same sugars. It was a healthy, conscious decision, but it was just about the Cinnabon. So you see what I'm saying? So the more that we practice that, the easier it is to not just stay happy, but reach states of enlightenment. We understand more, we perceive more, our perspectives change, and they start fueling our health and happiness. And then life seems like it's getting better, when in reality, nothing outside of us is changing, dude. But why does everything look different? When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Oh, sweet's my jam, but they make me feel terrible now. Oh, yeah, dude. Sugar rocks us, man. Water soul juice? Yeah, dude. When you stop worrying about people judging you, life gets way better. Upland, 100%, dude. I personally could care less about what people think, because here's the crazy part. I go to the gym, I do all this stuff, I work with a ton of people, I'm an international best-selling author, all these things. None of that matters. I know my successes. I know what I've done. I know what I'm doing. I know where my head's at. I know where I was. I know where I'm going. I do all these things. None of that has anything to do with anybody. But why did someone go, why did he dress like that? Bitch, that's what you're paying attention to? I don't care how you feel about the way I dress. I love my style, dude. Why do you wear two hats? One's for my tiny little ear holes, and the other one's because I'm a Cali cat that likes to drink water, bro. Right? Why do you do that? I don't even answer why questions anymore. If something is asked with the word why, I don't answer it. I don't even answer things that say like, how are you? I don't talk to you. It's a no. Like, I'm not interested. It's a no, bro. But when you actually, truly, wholeheartedly stop caring what people think, you open up this entire realm of authenticity that you were attempting to gain access to with the poison. When you're drinking that alcohol, you feel more free. You feel like you have permission to act out. This is why kids, man, like, I really want you to think about this. This is true. We were all this type of kid, or probably were, growing up. You go to school all day long, and you're forced to sit in class. You have to follow directions. You got in trouble, or you didn't. You had to eat. You had the bells. You had all the stuff, all the structure, the A, B, C, D, E, all the counting. And then you get home, and guess what happens when you get home? You fucking go bananas, dude. You just let it all out, especially if you have like ADHD or underlying ailments that make you like really like having to, you see what I'm saying? So when you get home, dude, you're free. You're free. You're gonna go climb trees. You're gonna do this. You're gonna turn off video games. You're gonna make a mess. You're gonna yell. You're gonna get loud. You're gonna be a dick, right? No, I don't care. Just what? You're just gonna let it all go, okay? Because you feel free. You feel safe. You feel, as a kid, when you get home, that you're allowed to. You're allowed to be who you are. You don't like having to do these things. So when you're at home, when you're near your toys, when you're near your family, when you know that it's okay, when you're encouraged, when you feel welcome to, you act like you. The person you are when no one is around is who you actually are. The person you are and the things you do when no one's around, that's your reality. That's who you are. So you got to remember this. If the only time we feel like who we are is when we're in an alternate reality under the influence, we've got some work to do. That's what alcohol provides us. Alcohol provides us the space internally, the encouragement, who gives a fuck, and the opportunity for us to express ourselves honestly. Just like a kid coming home from school, coming home and going bananas, alcohol helps us step into that same exact state, especially when we're not very healthy, especially when we're super insecure, especially when we have like trauma, or if we've developed a dependency. You got to remember this. This is so important, dude. You don't have to have trauma to have a problem with alcohol. There's so many people that I've worked with personally that go like, well, I can't pinpoint something bad that happened to me, so why do I drink like this? It's a poison, and it lowers your mental health. It lowers your physical health. The more you drink it, the more you need it. Every sip is another reason to drink. That's what poison, that's what it's doing. Now, going back to alcohol being a personality, that personality of alcohol is literally the greatest narcissist you could ever imagine, because I really want you to think about this. When you're under the influence of alcohol, what's one of the main things that you want? What is one of the main things that you're interested in? What is one of the main things that has your attention? Another drink. Alcohol is obsessed with itself. Alcohol is a parasite that wants to literally imbibe itself. When you're under the influence, you are seeking more of the influence. But alcohol is a parasite in your brain. It's a literal neurotoxin that's rewriting the way you perceive, the way you recognize, the way you process. And coincidentally, your brain, while under the influence, is actively seeking what is influencing itself, dude. It is this command center. Bussin', this is why we look at this. What's up, Katya? This is why we look at this and go like, hey, dude, what is that? You can't give permission. What is that? You don't have just consent. You can't consent to pretty much anything if you're under the influence. If your brain isn't firing on all cylinders, which is inebriation, if your brain is actively struggling to create conscious, healthy thoughts that are being perceived from an accurate state of reality, then you can't be trusted. We can't be trusted, dude. I didn't know the line was this close. I thought it was over there. Right, because your vision was impaired. And we sit here and go like, no, but at least I don't feel bad. I get it. But the poison is seeking itself, and it's destroying our physical and mental and environmental health while we're escaping the pain. That gives us another reason to drink. Every single thing that happens and doesn't happen to us gives us another reason to drink. They showed up. Woo! We'll celebrate. They didn't show up, dude. Woo! Celebrate. It's the same thing, dude. My teen went to a house party and said, my mama taught me to feel happy naturally. Damn! That's gangster right there, dude. You gotta remember this. Happiness is just a chemical response. It's not like, it's literally not, like happiness isn't in anything. And I've been saying this recently, is if happiness is in water, then why don't we just, where's the happiness prior to it being in the water? If happiness is in alcohol, then where is it prior to being in the alcohol? Why don't we just skip the alcohol part and go straight to the happiness? So we have to really allow this to happen. We go, all right, well, if happiness is a chemical response that is a collection of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins, then how do I invoke that feeling, that state of joy and peace and power without using something? It's very, very simple. Move your body, dude. You gotta go outside. It's called no free dopamine, man. Free dopamine would be like eating that Cinnabon this morning. You see what I'm saying? When you're going and, you know, when you eat food, you have that first bite, you're like, oh God, it's so good, right? That's free dopamine. Your brain was just flooded because of the sugar. It was flooded because of the anticipation. It was flooded from a chemical standpoint. Hey, Cappy, thank you so much. From a chemical standpoint, and you're just feeling the flood of these chemicals and hormones rushing through your body. Now, we have to remember that if we constantly give ourselves free dopamine, which is with a sip of beer, a shot, a drink, and it's just like, oh, I don't have to work for it, then what happens is our brain gets lazy and goes, oh, well, how about I just encourage you to go get the thing that I want to give you, but you haven't earned yet until you poison yourself. Your brain just stops releasing the dopamine, and you live at what's called low vibration. And then, because your brain just naturally won't give it to you anymore, even though it could if it wanted to, you have to drink, or you have to get into an argument. You have to get your adrenaline up. You have to create an experience that floods your brain with that specific chemical. This is why a lot of people love to argue. They may not be drinking, but they actually get joy from being angry. That amount of anger and rage and despair and aggressiveness actually activates parts of their brain that releases serotonin and dopamine. They feel good. What's up, Jude? They feel good when they're arguing with you. Not to mention, but that's cortisol too. So miserable. Oh, your ex. What is it? Miss Bree. I'm sorry. That was my ADHD and dyslexia happening at the same time. I was talking to a homie yesterday and I was like, hey dude, check this out. I want you, he's sober. Like he joined Beyond Sober, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, but he's like 16 days in. He's like, dude, I'm so happy that I'm into Beyond Sober, dude. He's like, I'm almost through module 2. And we were talking about the arguments that he was having with his wife. His circumstances are very similar to mine. If you don't know my story, I'm an ex-alcoholic liver failure survivor. It took me 18 months to recover. I lost my ability to walk. 2 veins burst in my throat. Cardiac arrest. My heart stopped, dude. Esophageal varices. I had surgery on my throat, ports in my chest, in my neck, dude. I was on 19 pills a day during recovery. I literally couldn't walk straight. I lost 60 pounds in 11 days from literally dying. When I got to the hospital, they're like, dude, there's no way you're going to make it through the week. I signed my life away, give the doctors permission to basically run experiments on me in 4 different hospitals. I begged for death, man. I'm telling you, liver failure, dying from that is one of the most horrendous things you could experience, not to mention the DTs, the seeing the demons, the sleeping with dead bodies, the hallucinations, the concrete floors turning into bugs that are actively consuming your entire body from the outside in, the envelopes that turn into Lego monsters that are actively creating war games in your hospital room. We're talking about being in a room and sleeping next to dead bodies when you're the only one in there. I know what it feels like to die. I literally know what it feels like to not be human. That's a whole nother story. But my point with this is I was dead inside for 20 years prior to my liver failing. Now I have the same liver, okay? This is why people don't look at me and go, yeah, he's 39. Yeah, he was an alcoholic. He definitely had an addiction. He definitely had an addiction. I don't look like it. This is what health and happiness looks like. And I'll show you real quick. Just in case you're like completely unaware of what liver failure looks like, man. If you guys don't know how bad it gets, or you know somebody that has been through something similar, I want you to know that this is how bad things get, man. This is what you look like when your liver starts to fail. You can see the same eyeballs, right? Same Pauly Shore on a deathbed. Interesting, eh? Not fun at all. It hurts like I can't even describe it, dude. The amount of bilirubin that was in my system, dude, is just next level, right? So we look at this and go, okay, dang, that's a lot of jaundice, man. I put a lot of this stuff out on the internet because a lot of people are inching towards, this state. There's more people who are actually in the hospital and reaching out to me in their last stitch efforts to, find some hope and to find, some strength that could, maybe help them hang on a little bit longer. See, this is ascites. This is when your stomach and body basically fill with fluids. You see they're checking my heart after cardiac arrest to make sure that I don't have any bubbles and stuff in my heart. Really weird what they do. But my point with all this, the whole reason why over 15,000 people have connected with me through Beyond Sober, why we have thousands of active members right now, and why I've had the opportunity to personally work with hundreds of people is because we're not taught that alcohol is a literal carcinogen that causes 7 types of cancer. That's breast cancer, ladies. I'm telling you, it destroys over 3 million lives every year. Now, you're going to drink or you're not. You're either going to see the alcohol as a literal gasoline, which it is, that's what ethanol is, and realize that you cannot in any fashion whatsoever, in any amount, gain something from consuming a poison. It's a poison. It's a disinfectant, man. They clean blood off the freeways with it. It lights on fire. Just because it's beer doesn't mean it's not poison. So there's so many people that are practicing the exact same behaviors that I did prior to my liver swelling up to the size of a football, prior to developing a beach ball in my body, dude. Now, the other part of this, the reason why I'm such an advocate of this, is only 30% of people even live past 1 year once their liver starts to fail. So I'm out here 7+ years later, no lapses, no relapses, completely recovered, ex-alcoholic, no addiction. paving the way and ushering people through the Beyond Sober program, where you get a certificate just for showing up. You watch all the videos, man, you answer those questions, dude, we throw a graduation party. If you're trying to not just get sober, but stay sober, Beyond Sober is about literally evolution. It's about shifting your perspectives, changing the way you look at yourself, and evolving into a happier, healthier version of yourself. So you're so content, so happy, so evolved, so different, so unrecognizable that you could barely even contemplate that you used to destroy your brain and body environment the way that you did. Dude, you look in the mirror and you go, who the is that? Who is that? That doesn't look like me, Tammy. It looks like someone I used to know. The state of evolution is what recovery is. It's healing from the underlying reasons that we believe alcohol is actually adding value to our life. We're going to continue as humans moving towards anything that could potentially add value to our life. And that means alcohol. You got to remember this. Most people that continue drinking alcohol in the ways that they do only drink that way because of the damage that alcohol has caused. You have anxiety, that's why you drink? No. You have anxiety because you drink. Is it your depression? You don't drink because of your depression. You have depression because you drink. You see what I'm saying? You like alcohol, the average amount of weight lost when someone stops drinking is 25 pounds. Kazoo, who is this guy, man? Are you talking to yourself, man? The reality is that there's nothing good that could ever come from consuming a poison. And one of the videos I have yet to release is someone going, yeah, my grandpa drank alcohol until he was 90 and blah, blah, blah. He was also racist. He also beat your ass. He also hurt your mother. He was also miserable. He also cried a lot. He was also riddled with anxiety. The amount of regrets that he has, even though he had his bourbon. Yeah, I literally, just like this just happened. Like I might be saying too much right now. But the point is someone close to us has recently passed. And Frojo, guess what was laying next to them when they found his body? Can you guess? Can anybody guess what was laying next to him? How did this person pass away? Granted, it was a long, tedious, cancer-ridden process. But how did this person pass away? And what do you think that person was using as a processing mechanism? Had that person not been using that processing mechanism, they may still be alive today. What do you think I threw away when they took it out of the house? Painkillers, you are correct. What kind of painkiller? It was Jim Beam, dude. 3/4 of a handle of Jim Beam gone. But so was this person's life. Can you imagine, dude? Like, can you imagine? That person's family is distraught. They're planning funerals, dude. And the only escape that person thought that they had was in the illusion and the falsehood of peace that alcohol provided. They used the poison as a medicine. It did not help. It just made them ignore the pain that they were in. The pain still existed. Their underlying circumstances still existed. It's super trippy to think about, dude. To go like, damn, yeah, it 100% contributed to the destruction of their nervous system, the destruction of their metabolism, the destruction of their, what is that thing we got? My ADHD is going to their destroys your immune system. Everything that he needed to stay alive and stay somewhat healthy or somewhat conscious was being destroyed with every single drink that was numbing the pain. You can't numb the pain without numbing the pleasure too. Yet, just drink about it, right? Don't think about it. Drink about it. Hey, be a man. Don't drink about it. Don't think about it. Drink about it. We'll drink about it later. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Keep your emotions down, dude. Don't tell people how you really feel. You might actually heal. Don't express your emotions in a healthy way. Don't shed a tear, bro. Drink about it later. It's fine. We don't need to hear that, dude. Sobriety is worth it 100%. Now, it comes down to who you choose to be within that state of sobriety, though. So I know plenty of sober people that suck. They suck. You suck, bro. You suck. You're not fun. You're not happy. You're not healthy. You literally complain all the time. The only thing you talk about is what you can't do, what you used to do, who you wish you were, who you're not becoming. You talk about the pains, the ailments, the circumstances that led you to drink it, but you can't drink anymore. And you're just sober. Sober is stupid unless you're using it to actively improve your quality of life. This is just the facts, man. A lot of sober people could use a drink. No, I'm not encouraging people that have an issue with alcohol to pick it up. I'm saying those that don't drink alcohol and don't have a problem could benefit, because alcohol is a tool, from having a drink, dude. Relax, bro. Can you just stop thinking like that for 1 minute? We got to deal with your ass too. Life is not what you're complaining about. You're making life miserable by complaining about it. Complaining about it isn't changing anything. It is changing your energetic state. So it becomes impossible for you to enjoy yourself now. Take a sip. Take one for all of us. Fuck. Sober is totally pointless, dude. Sober is painful. Sober is annoying. Sober is not fun at all. Sober is exhausting. Sober is boring as all hell, if I didn't say that 1,000 times. It's not fun. Sober isn't an achievement unless the only thing you're capable of doing is saying no to a poison. It's really not hard to say no to a poison once you get there. It takes 4 days for alcohol to process out of your body. Someone in my inbox today, how do I get sober? Put the drink down, bro. Don't pick it up for 4 days. Boom, you're sober. You're just as sober as anybody else. Other homie was like, oh, it's been taking me years to get sober. What are you talking about? It takes 4 days for you to get 100% sober. You're just as sober as someone who's been in AA their entire life and won't shut up about it. You're just as sober as someone like me who hasn't consumed alcohol in 7 years. I'm not more sober than someone else who also has no alcohol in their body. I might be more cognitive. I might be more recovered, but that's not more sober, dude. Sober isn't this long-term destination. Sober isn't even a commitment when you're happy. Because once again, dude, your mission is to do what Austin recommends. Focus on your happiness. Happy, healthy people literally lack the capacity to even remotely consider jeopardizing what's working for them, how well things are going, with a literal toxin that can easily take that all away. It's a no-brainer. And another way of saying this is, dude, when you go to a gas station, are you ever tempted to put the hose in your mouth and just go, I wonder how much of this gasoline I could drink without dying? When was the last time you did that? Ever? Austin? When was the last time you were fueling up your vehicle and you're like, I wonder what this gas tastes like? You're just like, when I was drinking? Right. So you look at this and go like, okay, well, I would never just like go to the pump and fill my stomach up with unleaded. So alcohol is literally ethanol. It's the same thing. Why am I considering fueling my brain and body with the exact same thing that goes in my car? Crazy to think about. Now I say this and it's kind of sounds contradictory to an extent because I didn't develop these perspectives until years into recovery. Had I had the capacity, which is the video I just released, to understand this information, and I was in an environment that allowed this information to be true, and I was in a position where I could use that information to benefit my existence, I would have 100% drank differently or not at all. But that's not the information I was told. I was told that alcohol is productive, that you could use it as a tool to escape. I was told that everybody was doing it, so I should probably do it too. I'm trying to get this gimbal to work. I was told that if you don't feel the pain, that it doesn't exist. I was taught and shown that alcohol is a literal medicine, and if you use it correctly, you'll never feel pain and everything will be fine. No one told me that it's a cancer-causing agent that destroys your brain and body. No one. Here's actually where a lot of the misconceptions come from. It comes from, it's just a little bit of alcohol. Can't be causing that much damage. Well, that's not true. It's just a little bit of alcohol on this day, and just a little bit of alcohol. It's just this much. It's just a little sip. A little sip 10,000 times is a lot of sips. We don't heal faster than the damage is being caused. That's the illusion. It's absolutely true. Neurologically, chemically, physically, like Wolverine, we all have the capacity to consume a little amount of poison in small amounts, not often, and have nearly zero, but never actually zero, negative results. This is why the CDC and Ireland and Canada go, the safest amount of alcohol you could drink is 0. And the recommendation for those that do drink is 2 drinks per week. It's because you're never doing no damage. But we're taught to think that we're built different, that we could outrun or outlive the toxin itself. It's actively in our cells, man. It's destroying our brain cells, eating our brain. Our brain is literally getting smaller while we drink it, and we wonder why we act stupid. We're literally becoming unhealthy. We're wondering why we're a little sad. Is there alcohol in your life in any capacity whatsoever? Yeah? It's probably because of the alcohol. No, it can't be. It is. No, I'm serious. Stop drinking, see what happens. Hey, Austin, this is for you, brother. This is something that I love to say. And I think you could use it, and I think your community would benefit from it. You say you don't have a problem, right? Prove it. Put the drink down. If you don't have a problem with alcohol, just stop. Well, you can't do that? You don't want to do that? What's the matter? You're saying you don't. There's no issues. Nothing. You're perfect. This is the best you got. Okay. If you really, truly do not have a problem, just stop drinking. Oh, little difficult, eh? So try 2 drinks a week. Yeah, dude, I know. But that's the whole reality with these things. Frojo, this is when we know that we have a problem when we refuse to accept one. Accept that it's true. People that think they don't have a problem are usually the ones that have the biggest problem with it. The ones that are benefiting the least from it are the ones denying the circumstances. It starts so basic. Alcohol is not causing a problem. I don't have a problem. Bro, your anxiety, your sleep, your diet, your friendships, your relationships, your finances, your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors, your food choices, every single aspect of your life is one way or another impacted by the alcohol that is or is about to be in your body. Facts. If you don't have a problem, just stop. Prove it. You tell me that you don't feel better when there's not a poison attempting to give you cancer in your blood. It's crazy. So as soon as I feel physically better, I celebrate with drinking, even knowing better. This is called the pink cloud. I love this. This is something that happens to most people. A lot of people have conditioned themselves to think. Someone just asked me, I say this because someone asked me this. They go like, when does the pink cloud happen? I'm just still miserable. The pink cloud is this phrase. I feel so good, man. Good enough to drink. That's interesting. When we've programmed ourselves to basically believe or consider that alcohol should be used for celebration, then basically anytime there's something worth celebrating, such as feeling good, we choose to consume something that we believe can help us feel even greater. If I'm at a 10, is it possible that alcohol can take this experience to an 11 or a 12 or a 13? I think it could. Because we got to remember this. When you feel bad, alcohol gives us the illusion of raising it up a few notches. I was at a 4, but I'm at like a 6 or 7 now. So if you're at a 10, what makes you think that automatically you're just going to assume that it's going to take you down a notch? It's natural to assume that alcohol, because it's been raising your conscious awareness or helping you remove your awareness to what's been hurting you or painful or whatever, that even at your best, that it can get better. I'll tell you this, if you are feeling good and you think alcohol can make it better, you're nowhere near the top. Austin can attest to this. If you truly think that you're feeling so good enough to drink, you're nowhere near the top. Because you have to remember this, you've been living below sea level. If you've been living here, this is regular human being, and you've been consuming a poison, you feel like crap. Oh, I don't feel so bad. even any slight raise in your success or your peace or happiness or physical ailments dissipating, whatever it is, any success is going to feel like you're way up here. Dude, you're not even close. So if you've been living so low and you've moved through your hangovers, you've moved through withdrawals, you moved through the mood swings, you moved through the diet, you moved through the sleep, you moved through the insomnia, you moved through the dehydration, damn, I feel so good. Yeah, that's because you've been down here in hell for so long. Of course, just a gradual rise in your physical ailments or the dissipating of the pain is going to sound like you won something. You're going to be convinced that you are fixed, that you've never had a problem, that there's no alcohol. Oh my God, I feel so good. Girl, if you really, truly, wholeheartedly reached a pure state of being and you are feeling better than you've ever felt before, and it's not an illusion, there is nothing that would ever make you go below again. Ever. This is why sober is just getting normal. Recovery is getting far above just being sober, dude. These people, those that operate up here, you'll never. This is a dip. This is a bad day. Austin, you know this. Dip. Today sucked. You're still way above normal, dude. Today was shit. You gotta remember this. Your best day drunk isn't even close to your worst day happy. Doesn't even touch. So we're saying this to go, the pink cloud is your inclination that you've got more to go. That you're doing very, very, very well. The fact that you can even recognize that you feel great in contrast to how bad you feel is proof that you're getting healthier, proof that you've grown, proof that you've conscious. We celebrate those moments with water. Water is going to take you to the next level. Just because you're coming back to life doesn't mean you're actually feeling alive. Being alive and feeling alive are not the same thing. I'm so confused. Is this Pauly Shore? You tell me, dude. The whistle. Water. Water is the nectar of life. Water is the elixir of survivors, dude. That's what we do. We drink water. As a matter of fact, I own a brand called Drink Water. And the whole point of it is to make sure that we have the cool shirts and the cool hats and the stickers and all the reminders that drinking water is literally one of the sexiest things you could ever possibly do, bro. It just is. It's going to improve your diet. It's going to improve your mood, improve your sleep, dude, improve your digestion, your metabolism, dude. Your brain's going to function better. You get clearer thoughts, right? Less brain fog. Your organs are lubricated. And through all of that, you feel good. That's the whole point. But most of us have hangovers because we don't drink enough water. Half of your hangover is dehydration, and the other half is lack of sleep. If you're drunk, you're not asleep. If you're passed out or blacked out, you're not asleep. You're not getting rest. That's why you feel exhausted. And then you have anxiety, more cortisol. All these things. You've been in survival mode for literally like 6 hours, dude. And then your body is using all of your energy to try and press out the poison to keep you alive. And you see what I'm saying? All that stuff. Water. Do you think about alcohol? Drink your water. You read the word alcohol, drink your water, reprogram, right? You want alcohol, you actually want alcohol, drink your water. That's why Drink Water exists, bro. Literally, the #1 selling shirt says drink fucking water, drink fucking water, drink fucking water. Just do it. Develop a whole new relationship with the bathroom, dude. Like, it is literally, you're made of it and you don't drink enough of it. You just don't. We're not programmed to do that. We're conditioned to go, oh, I'm hydrated because I'm drinking my Powerade. Where's your electrolytes, dude? Because there's water, there's ice, there's water, there's condensation on the glass. That ain't hydration, bro. Drink your water. Like, especially if you drink, your body needs lubrication to function. Your liver, the filter of your body, the detox organ, it literally ceases to function if there's not enough water in it. It's trying to process all those poisons out and keep you healthy. That's its whole job. But you're not drinking any water? Dude, you have to hydrate yourself, dude. Not only that, we want to stay hydrated. Just make it a daily thing. This is why when you go into Beyond Sober, the first thing is that, hey, dude, where's your water? You get your water? We're going to celebrate this whole time. I'll drink to that. And we're literally celebrating with water. And I wait for you in the program. I'm going, I'll wait. Get your water. You got a glass? You got a bottle? You figure it out. I'll kick it. You let me know when you come back, when you're ready to go. Do you need a sticker, dude? Like, do you need to go put your drink water shirt on? What are you gonna do, bro? Okay, let's go. Let's talk about these things. And then we start shifting perspectives and moving through an active state of recovery. I want to get people out of sober. Sober is a destination. Sobriety is inevitable if you even pretend like you matter. If you pretend to care about yourself, Blue, the inevitable result is a better life. Just pretending, dude. Even if you do it sarcastically. Someone drink my water, bro. Fuck. God, that's like 35 sips today. Fuck, bro. This sucks. Guess I'm gonna have to drink more water later. God, fucking alarm goes off. I have to go outside for 5 minutes. Walk, walk, walk. Oh, it's a little butterfly. Oh, no, I feel pretty good. Am I meditating? Like, is this what healthy feels like? Yeah, bro. That's what we're talking about. Even if you pretend to give a shit, your body doesn't know the difference. It just goes, thanks for the water. Thanks for the nice thoughts. Thanks for taking me outside. And it's just going to respond to the stimuli, dude. But when we're doing it from like a healthy, conscious place, as in, this is what I want. Remember, dude, I'm working with people every single day. And one of the things I keep hearing is, I just don't want this. No one cares what you don't want. You don't even care about what you don't want. Because if you did, you would just change it. If the pain was bad enough, you do something about it. But no, we keep choosing it. It doesn't hurt. You're cool with hanging on. Okay, look, nobody cares. You don't even care about what you don't want. You keep paying attention to it. Obviously, you think it's important. Why are we paying attention to what we don't want? That's looking back. That's based on what you've been through. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It matters who you are, where you are, as you are, right now. Where are we going? Okay? So, what's the opposite of what you don't want? You don't want pain? Not wanting pain isn't wanting pleasure. So when you start programming yourself, go like, no. I want to feel better. I want better sleep, dude. I want more energy. I want more focus. I want more love. I want more kindness. I want more compassion. I want more understanding. I want more, just everything. I want more. I deserve more. I am more. I'm allowed more. I give myself permission for more. For more what? More love, more friends, more relationships, dude. More opportunities, more success, more monies, dude. More connection, dude. More creativity. I want more. More what? More passion, more love, more knowledge, more enlightenment, more experiences. I want more opportunities. Amazing. What kind of opportunities? I want to speak on stage, dude. I want to release a book. I want to build a website. I want to build a business. Cool. What kind of business? A sobriety business, a coaching business, a consulting business. I want to build websites for all these other people. That's amazing. What kind of coaches do you want to work with? Sobriety coaches and recovery coaches and therapists and sex therapists and all that. Oh my God. When I'm lost doing all that, I don't have to fucking say no to anything because it doesn't apply to anything I'm moving towards. Anything that moves you in the opposite direction of where you don't want to be is the right decision. I don't care if it's going outside and playing with roly-polies, dude. Go play with the roly-polies. Just go do it. The worst that could happen is the potential joy. When was the last time you played with a roly-poly and did a cartwheel? Never? You should try it. See what happens. What, you're gonna feel a little weird, a little awkward for a minute, dude? There's no one around. And fuck them, even if they are looking, dude. What, you're gonna change your behavior? You're gonna change the way you express yourself honestly from a state of gratitude and happiness because someone's watching? You're tripping, dog. It's an absolute no, because this guy's attention isn't giving me more of what I want. It's a hell no. I don't care what you think, dude. I'm gonna do me. The only reason you look at me like that is because you're not doing what I'm doing. If you did more of what I did, you'd join me, bitch. But no, you're a dick walking by. Suck it, boo-boo. My point with this is we have to advocate for ourselves. We have to actively focus forward. Nobody cares about what you're not doing, but we all give a shit about what you are. If you are choosing healthy in any capacity, you better bet the best of us are going to go like, let's do it again. How can we help you? What else do you need? Try it like this. Let's do it one more time. We want to see you healthy. Happy, healthy people want to see everybody else happy and healthy. But we got to practice, man. She loves those bugs and she's 31. Dude, I got roly-polies all outside. This is all trees. They're all over the spot. It's so cool. Tegan, thank you so much. With that said, I'm actually getting super duper duper hot. I gotta turn these fans on. I gotta eat some lunch and prepare for the girls to come home. This morning was super fun, and just kind of like recapping on the morning. Dude, don't change your behavior because people are watching. If whatever makes you happy seems weird to unhealthy people or seems weird to other people, it's simply because they're unhealthy. That's what it is. You don't look at kids that are expressing themselves and jumping up and down and having fun and throwing rocks and being playful and go, hey, stop enjoying yourself. Only sick people do that. So don't change your behavior just because someone's paying attention to you. The more love, the more attention that you give yourself, the more permission you ultimately grant yourself to get better, to get stronger. Shift your perspectives, man. Change your life in that way. The trippy part is it's just a practice. If we practice beating ourselves up, we can practice healing ourselves too. If we could practice talking crap to ourselves, what makes it impossible to practice being nice to ourselves? We can say nice things. And it just comes down to going, all right, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? And if that's struggle, there's people out there. There's programs out there. So I'm encouraging you to hit the link on my page if you're struggling. Dude, even take a look at Beyond Sober, the clothing line. Dude, grab a shirt. Like, drink fucking water. Like, just whatever you want. The point is that the tools, the resources, and the opportunities are literally a click away. If you could benefit from who I am, what I've done, where I'm going, and the way that I could see you and the way I can connect with you, then kick it with me inside the Beyond Sober program. Dude, I meet with people every single day. There's no charge to sign up for Beyond Sober, and I give you 30 minutes to an hour of my time, depending on what we're talking about, just to see where you're at. I'm gonna help you design a blueprint. Maybe I'll send you a discount code for a shirt or something, who knows? But the point is I don't want you to talk yourself out of gaining access to support and resources. I know it seems embarrassing, but the best of us continue reaching for more. I want more tools too. I just reach for them in a different way. The most powerful, the most inspiring, the most influential people I've ever met, some of my best friends and advocates I've met through Beyond Sober. You are one of those people. So I'm encouraging you to take care of yourself, right? Give yourself permission to grow. Reach out. Feel free to ask me a question. Stay connected, man. We're all in this together. Whether we're struggling in the pits of despair and we're all supporting each other, or we're actively succeeding and helping each other get better. The point is we all win when we all win, and we're all winning right now. And I'm so proud of every single one of us. We're straight up killing it. Thank you so much for kicking it with me today. If you haven't checked out the podcast, all of my lives right here are on the Beyond Sober podcast, beyondsoberpodcast.com, beyondsober.org to access all of my resources. Now the Strong and Sober Guide is up there too. Nutrition and fitness after not drinking alcohol, everything you need to know. Not to mention, there was just released on the Beyond Sober Guide, an actual podcast interview of people talking about Beyond Sober, myself, Trisha, the guide, the program. You get to hear a conversation between two people that are actively describing exactly what Beyond Sober is about from a third-party perspective. So if you're interested in that, check out my page, man. Hit the link in my bio. Connect with me. Feel free to send me a message, and I will get back to you as soon as humanly possible, usually within 24 hours. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for being exactly who you are and giving me another reason to show up and take care of myself. You're the best. And just like my mother always says, dude, the whistle. Take care of you. Okay? Yeah? Take care of you for me. I'm going to take care of me for you. Yeah? Killing it.